Hey you guys, Erin and Dusty here, and welcome back to Eat, Move, Rest. So today we're going to be sharing with you our top 7 healthy vegan or plant-based travel hacks.
Yes, it's summer, so we're traveling, you're traveling, everyone else is traveling, but how do you do it if you're vegan or plant-based? It can be done, and we're here to hopefully show you how.
Right. So how many of you have gone on a vacation only to come home and feel like you need another vacation?
Right.
That used to be us until we kind of developed a little bit of a rhythm, a little bit of consistency and confidence around traveling and staying healthy.
Right.
So if you guys are into these kind of topic talks that we do from time to time, give this video a thumbs up. And as always, if you're not already a part of the Eat, Move, Rest fam, we'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and join us here, and make sure you've got that bell clicked to turn on your notifications. You'll get alerted whenever we put out new content here.
Yep, follow us on social media, leave us a comment below, leave us some love, and here come those tips.
So let's dive right into it. Number 1, keep calm and carry on. So what I mean by this is bring fruit, bring veggies, bring fresh produce on the go. You can easily bring it in your carry-on. We've done it 1,000 times.
Yep.
We have our reusable ball mason jars. Our tall smoothie glasses work great to just cram a bunch of berries and fresh fruit into. It makes for a perfect snack in flight if it's only a few hours long.
Yep.
And then I also try to load up a giant baggie with fresh romaine leaves, chopped up cucumbers, chopped celery.
Yep.
Fresh is the best way to go, especially for those quick trips, and it's just great to have something light to snack on while you're sitting, waiting till you land, or even in the car on the go.
So TSA even has a website that shows you like what you can bring on the plane, and it's actually kind of funny. I looked at it one day, like some people bring a whole pizza. We wouldn't recommend that one. Our friend Mindful Diabetic Robbie, he takes a whole box of produce, like a carry-on side, like that's his carry-on, and it's full of fruit. So anyway, get on the TSA website. We'll put the link below, and you can actually see what you can bring on the plane. So
even on road trips too, like I said.
Yep.
Even when I'm running errands, I always bring what I like to call fast fruit with me. So arm yourself with those weapons of mass nutrition.
Yep. Okay, so number 2, mix it up. Make a trail mix. Make our raw vegan granola. It's on the
Yes.
channel. So us guys go on a Canada fishing trip every year, and I literally pack, or Erin has packed for me, nuts, seeds, dates, all of these really good dried fruits mixed up in a bag. They're dried, they're hearty, they can be smashed down and last, like, no joke, 2-3 weeks. So
Right. If you're going on a longer flight, like
Yep.
Dusty said, like the nuts, the seeds, the dates, things like that are
Yeah.
more calorie dense and dry goods are going to last you and sustain you and fuel you through those longer trips, longer road trips, and possibly throughout your vacation. And you can even go to the store, buy a box of cereal or a box of granola,
Yep.
mix it in with all of those same ingredients, and you're fueled.
Yep. Lara bars. I should mention
yeah.
Lara bars too. When we were in Arizona, you probably saw that travel vlog. We bought a bunch of walnuts and Lara bars. We chopped those Lara bars up into little bite-sized pieces, throw them in that trail mix, and again, they'll last weeks. So
Yeah, that's a good one. Moving on to number 3. Now we're kind of breaking one of the golden rules, and you're always told not to pick sides, but in this case, we're telling you pick sides.
do it.
So maybe you're in an airport restaurant and you don't know what to eat, or maybe you're on vacation and you go out to a major steakhouse and you're
Right.
looking through the menu and it's meat on cheese on meat on cheese, and you just
Yeah.
don't know what to order. We always, instead of looking at the entrees, we go to the sides.
Right.
Check out all of the fantastic sides, because I guarantee there's going to be like a baked potato, some steamed fresh vegetables,
Yep.
maybe a side of wild rice. The list goes on and on. So you get all 3 of those and you've got a perfect meal. You could even order a side salad
Yep.
or a full-size salad. Always ask for maybe just a squeeze of lemon, balsamic, something like that to go on top. But
Yep.
sides are your friend when you're dining out.
So we just got sushi the other day. I don't know why I can't say sushi. I always want to say sushi. Anyway, there were like a bunch of fish dishes, obviously. So that's what we did. I looked at all the sides and I was like, I want steamed rice, steamed veggies, and some tofu, and it came out and it was like amazing. Aaron ended up getting the same thing. My
Right.
brother ended up getting the same thing because it just looked good, and it was made
so
from
fresh.
sides. Yeah.
Right. And then we got the edamame as usual. We did find a good veggie roll, but like having that like more hearty entree, because I don't know about you guys, but like sushi never fills us up. We're always the
Right.
people that have to order like 8 rolls.
And it's like
But-
$200, and you're like, ah. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of my new favorite dishes. I want to go back there just talking about it.
Right. Side dishes, man. So moving on, number 4. Don't worry, be happy. Bob Marley said it right. Happy Cow. If you don't know the app, download it now. It's amazing. Website, app. They list literally every vegan or vegetarian restaurant in the world. Some grocery stores even that you can find really good food at that have delis or smoothie shops, like whatever.
Right,
Happy
and
Cow is your friend.
One side note on that, if the restaurant that you're at, you do find like a hidden gem that's not on there,
Yeah.
you can add it.
Right.
When we were in, where was it? Florence. We were in Florence. We found a really awesome raw vegan restaurant and it wasn't listed yet.
Yep.
So I went ahead, took some pictures, described our dinner and the experience we had, and I added it.
Made the new listing for Happy Cow, and that's how the app works. It's like like-minded people like us, vegans, vegetarians, who care about the things they're eating, that don't want to eat the traditional fare, the non-vegan dishes, and it's awesome. So download Happy Cow now, and you're gonna be just great. Also, forget about the perfect diet, and just be okay with not always being 100%. You're on vacation. Chances are you're not going to eat the same, like no matter what. It just kind of comes with the territory, and you need to prepare yourself to be okay with that.
Right.
You know, sometimes you get a little bit of oil. You know, Aaron and I don't eat a lot of oil at home, and chances are that even if you find a vegan dish, there's gonna be oil in it, and you just kind of sometimes have to be okay with that.
Okay, you guys, we are over halfway through our list.
Yep.
Number 5 is stock up.
Yes.
So this one is huge for us when we travel.
Yep.
A lot of times we'll select where we're staying based on if they have a full kitchen and a full-sized refrigerator. Usually that ends up being Airbnb, which is fine with us. We get more bang for our buck, usually more space. If anything, they're more eclectic and usually a little bit nicer, and you just feel a little bit more at home away from home.
Right.
So we'll usually first thing get on our Google Maps and find either a fresh market, a farmer's market, or a grocery store.
Yep.
And we will just get what we eat at home and stock our refrigerators. So a lot of times maybe you don't feel like cutting and chopping and washing and prepping, then I suggest going for like the pre-cut tray of veggies, the pre-chopped fruits, and again, like, you know, just dry goods, cereals, nuts, seeds, things like that that are easy to just kind of bring with you wherever you're at.
Yep, we buy pastas and beans and grains, the same type of foods that we do at home, really, and it's cheaper. Like, yeah, it's nice to go out to eat once in a while on vacation, but if you do it every day, you like blow your whole budget on restaurant food. So we, like Aaron said, we stop at the grocery store often, like between the airport and before we get to our Airbnb. Before we even get there, we stop at the grocery store and stock up. Like, we're seasoned grocery shoppers. We know what we're doing. We're on a mission, and that's how we start. We stock up right away.
One other crazy tip that you can actually do if you're crazy like us is bring a mini blender with you. We've got the NutriBullet. We brought it with us on our recent Hawaii trip.
Yep.
We even brought it with us overseas to Italy.
Yep.
And luckily it didn't burn up. It almost did.
Yeah.
But if we bring it, then we also stock up on frozen fruits, and we've already got our mason jars that we brought on the airplane with us full of our fresh fruit.
Yep.
So we just use those for smoothies on the go while we're on our trip.
Yep. Okay, coming up, number 6. Let's see, 6, yeah. Pitstop Quickies. No, it's not what it sounds like. We're still talking about food here. So going back to the Guys Canada trip, I'm in a full-size SUV, sometimes 2 of them, with our beer-drinking, meat-eating uncles who do not care to stop for the friendly vegan in the car, or unfriendly in some cases if I'm starving. So gas stations almost always have fresh fruit. I mean, even in Canada and some of the most remote places, you can still find apples, bananas, and oranges almost anywhere. Nuts are like another one that you can find just about anywhere. Pretzels, seeds, sunflower seeds, worst case, like you can find this stuff in a grocery store, or excuse me, in a gas station. But yeah, there are plenty of options at the pit stop. Just keep your eyes open and don't be afraid. Just eat the nuts, the seeds. Sometimes dried fruit will work too.
Right, so this is only if and only you forget to make your raw vegan EatMoveRest granola and bring it with you.
Or if you're out. So
Yeah.
I ate my whole like big huge bag of granola or raw-nola on the trip. So on the way home, we had like a 14-hour trip. I had to live off gas station food every time we stopped, and it was the nuts and a few bananas and some sunflower seeds and stuff like that, and I did just fine.
Right. Chances are you'll probably also be traveling with some caffeine addicts.
Right.
And if you're lucky enough to be traveling with ladies, maybe they'll want to make a nicer bathroom break stop other than a gas station.
Right.
I'm thinking like Starbucks.
Yeah.
So if you're lucky enough to stop at a nice coffee shop like that, then go for an herbal tea. You can also go for their oatmeal. It's really awesome on the go. Sometimes they even have the fresh chopped fruit cups and veggie trays. So there's definitely always going to be options for you.
Yep. Okay, so finally, number 7, last but not least, ask and you shall receive. So Aaron and I got super lucky on our flight home from Italy last year, and we actually got a vegan meal, both of us, 2 of them.
It was on the flight to Italy.
Oh, on the way
there. It was the perfect start.
It was an awesome Indian vegan meal in flight, and we got super lucky.
Because we asked for it.
Because we asked. Our stewardess said, this is super rare, you guys got really lucky. Usually you have to call ahead. So do that. Call ahead, call your airline. You may be able to do it online, but we had to call the last time and we still didn't get one, unfortunately. But like we said, ask and you shall receive. Most of the times if you ask for it, they will provide it. So
right, and I think the last flight that I booked, usually there'll be a spot that'll say any dietary preferences, restrictions, or food allergies. That would be where you'd want to put it in, but I always like to cover my bases and call also to actually speak to somebody.
Right.
So also, along with ask and you shall receive, is again going back to going out to dinner at restaurants. So maybe you look and there aren't great side options. Your next best bet is going to be to either pull the waiter aside or just to call ahead and say, look, is there any way you guys could prepare this for me? You could even go so far as to say, I'm oil-free. If you're really going to try and get the perfect meal, a lot of times they'll be totally cool with that.
Right.
So some of our favorite things to do are just to say, can you just make me a big, oversized leafy green salad and throw whatever fresh or steamed veggies on top and any fruits that you might have chopped up? And like I said earlier, maybe just a lemon wedge on the side to squeeze on top for dressing or some balsamic. Another great thing, especially when we were in Italy, is to just order a pizza and say, senza formaggio, or no cheese. And we've done that a lot here too, and pizza tastes amazing, loaded up with just fresh pizza sauce and veggies. And then one other thing, if you're at an Italian restaurant, would be to just order either plain noodles or noodles with a red tomato sauce.
It makes it easy. Sometimes you'll get something extra special from the chef. Remember, these guys, it's their job to make like amazing dishes, and occasionally they'll do something amazing for you and make everyone around you jealous, and they're going to be wanting the same meal that you just, had the guts to kind of ask for, and you will sometimes get something amazing. So don't be afraid to ask.
Right, and like one of our friends said at our last plant-based dinner, she said, I've always heard that the menu is just a suggestion.
Right.
So if you're not into the suggestions, just make up your own. Ask and you shall receive.
There it was, our top 7 how to be vegan travel hacks or tips. If you have any more suggestions, you know the drill. Leave us a comment below and let us know if there's anything we left out. There probably are some. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell to stay notified.
Yes, share this with family and friends.
Right.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this, and be sure to follow us on all of social media, especially Instagram at dbstanzik, at Aaron Stanzik, and happy travels. We hope these travel tips help you guys.
Eat, move, rest, your best.
Bye.